Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Samson Abasiono Etim, and in today's class, we're going to learn how to create this.
All I wanna do is live to tell my story. Flowers that you bring, I hope to smell.
So today we're going to learn how to create that using After Effects. Before you get started, make sure you have After Effects installed on your system. If you don't have it, check the link in the description below to download it. First things we want to do, we want to create our composition. Create a new composition. I'm going to composition, new, make the size, change the name to main comp, make the size 1000 by 1000. In case you try changing the size to 1000 and the height also keeps changing along with the width, what you have to do is just uncheck this lock aspect ratio right here, and that's all. Uncheck it so you can edit them individually. Pixel aspect ratio should be square, 30 frames, full resolution, and 30 seconds duration. So we are good. Background is good for black, and press OK. So the next thing we want to do is create our background layer, which is white. So we're going to click on layer, solid layer, make that BG, that's for background, make it white. If it's not white, double click on this box right here, change the color to white, and press OK. I'm going to lock that so it doesn't move around. There are different ways you can import into After Effects. You can click on the element you want to use and drag into After Effects, or you can right click here, then import, or you can come to file, over here, import file, then go to where the element you want to import is and click import. So I want to start by, first of all, I like making sure everything I do is accurate. So I want to first of all put a ruler around it by pressing Ctrl or Command R on my keyboard to bring out my ruler, and just going to do this right here. This doesn't really mean anything, doesn't really matter, but I just do it to make sure like everything I do is it's accurate. And so I'm just going to design inside this space and not outside here. First of all, I want to drag in my logo. Click and drag into your composition, press S on your keyboard to bring out the scale, reduce the size to 30 and drag it to the, it's too big, let's reduce it to 20. Yeah, 20 looks fine. To the top right corner of your composition, the next thing you want to do is write in your contact and phone number 008228871, and change the fonts to, I think I'll go with Goddamn, and change the text to, I think I'll go with medium, and change this to book, reduce the size, let's say 24, it's okay, and bring it to this point, reduce the leading to 24 also, and duplicate by pressing Ctrl or Command D on your keyboard, hold Shift and drag to this point, and let's change it to Instagram, and you can just put in your Instagram handle at Etim. This is my photography Instagram handle, but let's put say graphics. Yeah, say graphics. All right. So the next thing we want to do is write our Wednesday vibe. Wednesday, and let me make this, let's say 40. Okay, 40, and in the center. All right, so this looks good. So I want to create a shape. There's a stroke to make sure this Wednesday is inside the box. So what I want to do is I make sure that none of the layers here are selected. So I can, once they are selected and you click on your shape tool, you're creating a max. You don't want to create a max, you want to create a shape and not a max. Click outside to make sure none of them is selected. Click on your shape tool, rectangular tool, kill we don't want to use a fill, you need stroke, and this is okay, and 4 looks fine, and just draw around it this way. And I want to change my color to the color right here. Yep, and it's looking good. So I want to adjust my shape to make sure it's centered. Okay, that's looking good. Drag my anchor point to this point. Okay, and that is looking good. So click on my text layer, text tool again, and write vibe under it. Write vibe under it, drag to this point, and change the weight to medium. And that is good. I want to reduce the scale a little bit to 90 and bring down the position by pressing P on your keyboard, downward like this. All right, so I'm okay with this so far. Next thing I want to do is bring in my pattern. So go to where the pattern is, click. Okay, I think we've done that already. So let's just look for where that is. Okay, this is it. Drag it and put it above your background layer. Reduce the scale to 24, and the opacity is too shouty. Reduce the opacity. Press T on your keyboard to bring that out and reduce it to 15. And good. So we have this. So the next thing I want to do is bring in our image. I'm not going to animate anything yet. We're going to animate, but we're going to take it step by step. So the first thing I want to do is bring in my image and place it. Yeah. And reduce the scale to 70. Voila. And the next thing I want to do is draw an ellipse tool by clicking and holding and selecting our ellipse tool. Hold shift on your keyboard so you have a perfect circle. And I think this looks fine. I'm going to take out the stroke and turn on our fill color. Right, and place it here. And I'm going to take this behind our image, drag and put behind the image. Yeah. So the next thing I want to do is bring in our sound, which is the music right here. Drag and drop, push it in so it starts well. Then the next thing I want to do is create our audio spectrum. I have not started animating yet. I'm going to animate each and everything for you to see, but I want to first of all bring in all the elements that is needed on the design. So I want to create our audio spectrum by right clicking here and pressing new and solid. Let's call this audio spectrum. Press enter. So whatever background doesn't really matter. So what I want to do next is come here to our effects and presets. If you can't find this on your After Effects, all you have to do is click on this window, then come down to your effects and presets and check that. It's going to come up. Yeah, so effects and presets, search for audio spectrum, drag and drop. Yep. So now let's start animating. All right, I'm excited. We want to start animating right now. So the first thing we want to do is drag our spectrum to be at the same base level with our image right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust this right here, the start point, to let's say 790, and I'm going to do the same for the end point. I think we need to take it up a little bit. Yep, that's 748 and 748. Okay, and bring it down. Let's say 770. Let's see what we have. I think I'm just gonna bring this image down instead. Okay. All right, that works. That works fine. Okay, I'm gonna reduce the scale of this a little and bring this down, and maybe scale this up a bit. Yeah, and take it up. Remember, P for position, S for scale, T for opacity. All right, so the next thing I want to do is I want to first of all animate my audio spectrum. So what I want to do is make sure our layer is on the audio layer is selected, which is the Tiwa Savage Glory. And next thing we want to do is adjust our start frequency to 2, change our end frequency to 600, change the frequency band to 70, change the maximum height to let's say 260, change the audio duration to let's say 30, then the offset to 140, and our thickness to 5, and our softness to 30. All right, now if you look at the spectrum right here, it's showing on both sides, but we want this to only show on one side. So what we'll do is size option, click this and choose A. Right, good. So I'm going to change the color to blue. Okay, and blue, change the U to 64. Okay, I want to bring this in a little. Right, let's say something like this. Bring down my shape. Okay. So I want to move this, I want to click on the audio spectrum and image, press P, move it upward so we have space to write whatever thing we want to write under it. Okay, good. So we have this. And let's take our audio spectrum to the top so we can see it above. Okay, that is good. So the next thing I want to do is I want to animate my image right here. So let me use this image. So now I want to start animating each element on this. So what I want to do is click on my image, press P to bring out the position, hold Alt or Option, then click on this times right here. Then we're going to type in an expression called wiggle. So we're going to type wiggle, open bracket, 2,5 close bracket, and voila. So our image is moving. I'm going to do the same thing for our circle behind, position, Alt and press, wiggle, open bracket, 2,5 close bracket. So they're both moving. I think I'll make this one maybe fast. Yeah, that works. Next thing I want to do to my audio spectrum is I want to add another effect called minimax. Yeah, so this is it. Add and make it 3. Yep, and let's see what we have. This looks good, looks good, looks good. So next I want to do is add our text. So the title of the song is Glory. Let's make this 50 and duplicate, Ctrl-D to duplicate, drag to the other side, change the scale to, let's say, 25. Okay, and press, and let's change this to Tiwa Savage. Okay, duplicate, Ctrl-D, click and drag to the other side, and we're just going to press and put in a time right here, and 0000. So I want to align this to make sure it's aligned to the center. Good. And this is fine. All right, good. So if you notice in the other video, right, why the song was playing, the time was changing. So we're going to animate the time right now, but we're going to do that using another expression. And the expression is a little bit long, so check the description below to just copy and paste the expression. So once that is done, what you need to do is come to your time right here, drop down this, collapse this right here, collapse your text, and press Alt on the keyboard or Option and click on this time and copy the expression you copied from the description and paste it, and that's all. Voila. Yeah, so that's all for now, and we have our animation. So thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notification. Bye bye.